Hello, friends. Welcome back. Oh gosh. Okay, here we go. Welcome back to another October Daily Live. Waiting here for a minute. There we go. Just for it to flip over. Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Ooh, we are quite a bit delayed. So, hey, today, for those of you who are here, I'm going to try something a little different. I have gone ahead and I'm trying this on data instead of on Wi-Fi. I'm going to see if it is any better in terms of lagging. So if it starts to lag, if the video starts to lag, please let me know in the comments how that looks on your end, because I don't know. I've noticed that it's been a little laggy in some of the videos that I've gone back to edit. So I'm going to see if this fixes that. If it doesn't, then I'm just going to go on Wi-Fi and we'll deal with the lagginess. That's going to be what it's going to be. All right, so today I am going to be telling story number 14 and 15, right? Yes, 14 and 15. Now, for story number 15, my design prompt was something hand-drawn. So I actually drew, and I'm going to trace over it. I drew the design for my page. It's a haunted house, and I'm putting pictures in all of the windows to document the crafty Zoom from Saturday. I drew this thinking that it was going to be hole punched on the right side, but in order for it to be story number 15, it actually needs to be punched on the other side. So I'm just going to swap them is what I'm going to do. So story 15 is now 14 and 14 is now 15. And that does not matter. It really doesn't matter because all of the stories date-wise are told out of order, so it doesn't matter. Good morning. Hi, Emma. Hi, Amber. How are you all doing today? How is October 18th treating you? Okay, so I'm going to flip the camera to my desk and we're going to get started. I also, caveat, realized that I totally forgot about journaling for my hand-drawn haunted house. So we're going to put this layout together and then I'm going to figure out where and how and if I want to add journaling to it. And then I might come back to it tomorrow to add that part in. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so let's turn it around and get going. Busy. Jonah is still not feeling well. He coughed all through the night. Came and slept with us, so we did not sleep. We did not sleep very great. He's currently taking a nap on the couch downstairs, so hopefully that will help him feel a little bit better. But yeah, he's in rough shape, that poor guy. At least it's gloomy outside, and I feel like if there's ever a time to be sick and laying around on the couch watching TV all day, it's the dreary, rainy days like we've had the last 2 days. So, bright sides, I suppose. I do have this right. Okay, so I'm gonna turn you around and show you what I got for today. Hi, Sam. Oh, Emma, yours is sick too. Oh, maybe it's just the time of the year. I don't know. We did COVID test him. So we did go out and get a COVID test and tested him on that just to be sure. And he tested negative. So it's not COVID. So at least, it's another silver lining for us. Okay, so I'm going to show you, and I probably should have put the link to this. I will put the link to this in the post for today. I found online a tutorial that shows you how to draw a haunted house. Now, I'm typically pretty good at just looking at something and drawing it. I've done that. Like I'll show you these. I've got my October, what is this called? So my daily journal, I have my pages from October all sketched, but I never actually put them together. I think I'm going to go back and still do it later. But like this one right here is a haunted house that I saw online, and I just looked at it and copied it in my book. Same for, I have this graveyard scene. I did the exact same thing. I looked online and eyeballed it and just traced it. So I have that one. I have some pumpkins I did. some like potion bottles and a cauldron. All of it is from images online. Same with like I don't know if that's visible, but a gallery wall. So all of these I need to go back in and actually update them and write in some journaling for those days before the memories fade. But that's just to say that I'm generally pretty good at looking at an image and redrawing it just by looking at it. However, I found this tutorial on Google. It's on a website. I forget what the website's called, but I will put the link in, where it takes you step by step through how to draw a haunted house. So I did that. And my first attempt was this one, which was too small. Like I needed it to be bigger. So I put that one to the side, and then I redrew the same house, but did it bigger so it takes up a larger portion of the page. So this is going to be the house that I will actually trace here while we sit and chit chat for a little bit. And inside of these windows, I'm going to put some pictures from the Crafty Zoom. So I've got color and I've got black and white, and I'm not sure which direction I want to go. I don't think I'll really know that until I have this part done. So I'm going to trace this out. I pulled out some felt moons that fit really nicely up in the sky here. I think that's where I'm going to house my number for the story. I've got this witch that maybe can go back there, or some bats and some stars. So we'll figure out that part later, but the major part here is going to be this haunted house. So to trace this, sometimes I like to use my Sharpie pen. I get the felt tip Sharpie pens. They are my favorite. This time I think I'm going to use my Tombow brush pen, but the hard side on the opposite end, just because that's going to give me slightly thicker lines than I would get with the Sharpie pen. I originally traced some of those images in my whatchamacallit, journal back there. I originally traced them with the Sharpie pen, but then decided it wasn't quite as thick as I would want. So we're going to sit here. I'm just going to sit here and trace this real quick while we chit chat. And then we'll go from there. So, oh, Millie, your nephew is sick too. Man, I guess we're all, and Savannah is 103. We were 102. Like, geez, it was just a lot. It was a lot. It's just that time of year, I guess. So I'm going to trace this out, and then once it is dry enough, I'll go back through and erase out my pencil lines so that it looks a lot cleaner than it does right now. Then what I'm going to do is take my my craft knife, and I'm going to cut out the insides of the windows. And then we'll back it with the pictures. I thought this would be a fun way to add in a really personalized element, because although this is from a tutorial, it still doesn't look exactly like theirs. You know, just like if you guys were to go and do this exact same one, it also would not look the same. That's one of the beauties of hand-drawn, is it all turns out different. So have any of you made plans for this weekend? What are you up to this weekend? We actually have a fairly busy weekend ahead of us. On Friday, we've got the Fridays with Friends on Patreon. So that is a Zoom hangout on a Friday night. So that is this Friday. And then at the same time, Erin is hosting a game night at our house. So we'll have a house full of people. The kids are going over to my parents to stay the night. A major perk of living close to family. So that's happening on Friday. my sister is going to come over, so she'll be here with me in person during the Zoom call. That will be fun. And then on Saturday, my mom is doing one of the trunk or treat events. So we're going to go to that in the morning. Is that Saturday or is that Sunday? No, that's Sunday. Sorry. Saturday, my sister invited us to go to their local zoo in Lansing because they're doing a Halloween event. So we're going to go to that with them on whatever day that is, Saturday. Sunday is trunk or treat in the morning, and then we're doing family photos in the evening. So busy, busy, busy weekend ahead. But that's fun because we had a not as busy weekend this past weekend. We still did a lot. Like we did a lot of house stuff, but we didn't go do anything seasonal. I guess that's a lie. We did the cord maze. So we did do something seasonal, but you know what I mean. Thinking for some of these lines, I might do the thinner. So I might do all the outlines in the thicker and then go back through and do the thinner lines for the roof detail and all that. Okay. Did I miss anything? I did. Let's see, did I miss anything over on this side? Yeah, just details. Okay. All right, and like I said, one of the things I have not thought about yet for this layout is journaling. So we'll have to get creative together and figure out how can I add journaling to this page without adding like another page next to it. Because flow-wise, this needs to just be one page. Okay. Almost there. Let me see what you guys are up to. Kate, you and Sean are driving up to your folks' home. That's exciting. Pumpkin patch on Sunday. Ooh, an art exhibit. Birthdays, baby shower. Whoa. Millie, that is a very busy weekend for you as well. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yesterday, after the live, so it was like rainy and gross all day. But then afterwards, Aaron and I went to go pick up Izzy and to drop off his car because his front headlights were both out at the same time. And we're like, uh-oh, does that mean there's an electrical issue? So we brought it to the mechanic to go find out. And he needed an oil change and stuff anyway. So we went to go pick her up together and it was snowing. It was snowing yesterday. Big, white, fluffy flakes. They were very wet. Like as soon as they landed, they melted, but I'm not ready for snow right now. So that was incredibly depressing. Snow. I think it's supposed to snow again tomorrow too, Wednesday. And then and then it's gonna warm up on the weekend, supposedly. It better warm up. Okay, so there's that. Millie, you guys got snow yesterday too? Yes. So Risa, all of the windows are gonna have people in them. I don't have any bonus. The only bonus window I have is over here. I thought about cutting out the door, but then I think I'd be able to do like 5 words. I don't know. I have to think about it. Another thing I could potentially do is like cut out a building. Like maybe I could cut out this front building and have it fold down and then have the journaling in there. Maybe that would work. I don't know. But yes, if I didn't have pictures, I totally would have added journaling inside the windows. 100%. Oh, I did that one thick. Whoops. Oh well. Okay, so that's all this bottom one. I could journal around the outline. Actually, that's a really good idea, Kate. Or put a cloud around the moon and journal in that. That's a good idea too. Emma, do not be jealous of my snow. If you want it, I will send every little bit of it to you. Oh my gosh. No, it's so funny. Most of the time I don't mind it, the snow. I just wish, you know, it would wait a little bit longer. Maybe not come right now and then go away in January. Or at least by February. I actually don't mind it in January because that's usually when we go sledding and do all that kind of fun stuff. But by February, I am ready for that stuff to be gone. And it's not until like April. Yeah, I'm going to think about doing that journaling around the outside. That's really not a bad idea at all. Almost there on this guy. And then I can erase it. Okay, just the top one. One of the benefits of it being super cold, though, is that we've been able to have our fireplace on. I love having the fireplace and having it on. In our old house, or our first house, we had a fireplace, but it was a wood-burning one, and we never got it cleaned, so I just felt too insecure having it going or burning any wood in there. So we never used our fireplace for the first 4 years of living in a house. But when we came here, the house here has an electric fireplace. So, or a gas, not electric, a gas fireplace. So whenever it's cold, that thing is on. Shoot, I didn't mean to erase that. That tells me who goes in here. Okay. So I don't want to erase inside the windows quite yet. All right. And then I'm just using, oh crap. I did it again. Who goes there? Okay, I think that's Julie. Okay. No more erasing the windows. So I measured, once I had this house drawn, the next thing I did is I measured out all of the window spaces and then cropped my photos to fit inside of them. Because they're all different wonky sizes, that's why I'm like, oh, I need to know who goes there because it's very specifically cropped that way. Okay. I already got you. Clean that all up. Looks 100 times better. Okay, and then the top. All right. Okay, so there we go. Hand-drawn house. So next, what I need to do is cut out the windows so we can add the photos inside. I was debating between whether to do black and white photos, which look a little better because they're not as grainy. I mean, they are as grainy, but you know, black and white covers that a little bit better versus the color where some of them are a bit fuzzy, but you know, it could also be just fine. So I'm going to use this craft knife to trim out the insides of these windows. So start with this one, which is where I'm putting my picture. If I have a little bit of white around the inside, that's totally fine. Not necessarily aiming for perfection because, you know, well, this is hand drawn, so it's not going to be perfect. All right, then I'm going to trim this out. So we'll see, how does this look with color versus how does this look with black and white? All right, so we've got black and white or color. I'm gonna go with color because you can see it a whole lot better. You can tell that they're pictures, so we'll go with color. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Tombow glue because roller tapes and I are fighting each other. So this is gonna be easier, I think, to use. And I'm just going to put a little tiny bit of glue around, come on, the backside edge. And then I can position this where I want it to go and I will press it down. So like there's that one. If there's extra glue, I want to just wipe that up as best I can. Okay, so there is photo number 1. So I think I'll probably just go one by one so I can make sure I've got the right person in the right window. Okay, so next is Caitlin. Okay. Who also has May on her lap, which is kind of cute. So there's Caitlin. I think this is going to be fun. Color around the inside of the windows with the Tombow marker for a more finished edge. Oh, that could work too. That could work too. Okay, next is going to be Mag. Now there were a couple of extra people at the Zoom thing. So if you are one of them that was there, but didn't have camera on, I just printed off the pictures of people who had their camera on to include in the windows. Just FYI. But there were a couple extras, a couple more people, but. Okay, so next we've got Meg. Okay. This is so quirky and fun. I like it. Okay, and then we've got Risa. This has been one of my favorite things about doing the design prompts this year. And honestly, last year felt kind of similar in the creative writing prompts. So last year I did an entire album of virtually creative writing prompts, but I used, you know, everyday pictures or event pictures throughout the month to help me tell those stories. One of the things I love is the practice of just like putting together some wild ideas and trying them out, because why not try them out, you know? And that's how the design prompt this feels. It feels like I want next, Tammy. It just feels like this invitation to be really creative for the fun of being creative. Okay, so this is Tammy. When I used to do the product play, or when I think there was only one, was there only 1 year? I think there was only 1 year of product play that I was a teacher where they still did the 3 different themes. So it was like, you know, for a long time they did like tags, text, and I forget, something else. And then they did, my year they did triangles, texture, and transparency. 1 year they did stars and 2 other things. Something that's really fun about being an instructor for those specific classes where they had the 3 themes is stretching yourself. So taking a theme, taking a design prompt, and using that to help you like creatively create a layout, if that makes sense. So I really, really, really enjoyed that, and was sad when they changed it where it's not that kind of thing anymore. Like now it's based more on products, like specific products, rather than specific themes. And not that a product can't line up to a theme, you know, like a specific product. It still can. You know, like this year you've got the star, although I don't think it's part of the class. Maybe it is. But the star, like, what are they called? Transparent die cuts. You could take that and say like, oh, well, what kind of layout, what kind of design can I make with stars? So it does still kind of work, but it was just really fun to take a design concept and then dream up different ways to use that. So that was the inspiration for me behind a jar of like, let's pull something out and use that as inspiration. All right, we're getting there. Okay. Okay. Oh, and then Julie's down here. Okay. If you had a bigger size album, you could do something like this, even bigger, where the windows and stuff weren't so tiny. But it's fun. Okay. And last one. Okay, so there is my photo-backed, hand-drawn haunted house. That turned out really, really fun. Okay, so for the house, so here's what I thought about doing from here. I could add journaling around the outside of it. And then I was thinking it would be hole punched on this side, which, you know, has all my pencil markings from when I sketched this thing. So I could do that. I was thinking about, I was like, I could add some like bats around the house to spruce it up a little bit. I really like this space for the moon, but I'm wondering if I should journal around the outside, cut it out, and then put it on top of like a darker pattern. I think I've got some, like I have this darker star pattern that I could put it on top of, and then the moon would actually like stand out. Could you still see the witch behind it? A little bit. Or I was thinking like witch moon, something like that. And then this will be story 14. So I'd probably just get some stickers to put inside of the moon to designate the day. It'd be like, you know, like the black 14. This is going to go next to a full page photo in the album. So the next page is basically this photo that's going to have a big title on it. So I don't mind it being on the white. Is this even big enough? Not really. What do I want to do? So if I did just temporarily this on here. Okay, maybe what I want to do is just give this a go. So I could say like, I'm going to go ahead and journal around the outside of this. I'm going to do that because I think that's a great idea. I'm going to be quiet here for a minute while I do this because I can't think out loud while I'm journaling. So I'm going to do that real fast. And then we'll move on to, then I'll figure out whether to put it on some star. What else do I have that would work? Do I have any other? Oh, I have this one too. This is actually a fuller sheet. Okay, so I could do it on that. Anything else that would work? Let's take a peek over here. I have that one. No. None of that. No. It's like too blue. No. Maybe. Oh, you might be big enough. Okay. So I have a few options here. Anything fun about this one? I feel like this might be too much. Okay, we'll see. So I've got a few different patterns. I've got the blue with the white stars, white with blue stars, even though they look black, they're blue. I've got white with black stars, which this should be enough. Oh, it's not. Well, I could always add something onto it to make it enough. But we have this one. I have this one. Are you enough to do a page? No, of course you aren't. That's all right. I don't want you anyways. Or I have like a wild orange, which I'm like, this might potentially be too much for me, but we'll pull it out. We'll see what happens. Okay. Now, put you away. These over here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and journal. Here we go. And while I do this, you guys let me know. Do you think I should cut it out and put it on a pattern paper, or leave it on the white and just embellish around the outside of it? What do you think? Okay. Okay, there we go. Journaling, done. Okay, what do we think? You guys like it on the white? I think it would too. I think you are not wrong. Okay, so if we keep it here, we assume this is going to be hole punched. I could, okay, well, let's try this. So we've got the number 14, which I will, let me just adjust this so it is straighter. Ah, fly away numbers. Okay, we'll do our best here to make this straighter. Again, not shooting for like super perfection. If it's not, it's fine. Okay, so we've got the half moon, which I prefer because you get more of the witch. So I think I want the witch behind the moon on top with the number. Maybe I'll stick, oh, I also have these 2 stars that I could put up here. Or, well, the bat would cover up too much of the words, so not the bat on the words, at least. No, but maybe the star. Do I have any more stars in here, maybe, that are, I don't have to go digging? Like little small ones? Okay, I have blue. I have like a purple one. That's kind of nice. This one's a bit bigger. No. No, no, no. No. I kind of like it with the outline in there even better. Okay. Okay, so not teal, no. None of that. None of that. I'm determined to use this title that's says scary in like letter cards. I've had that for probably 4 years and I really want to use it. Oh, I dropped something. Shoot. Okay, I've also got some pink with the lines drawn in. That's kind of fun. Regular old pink. No, it's all too. Okay. So could go like that. That's kind of cute. Okay, the other thing I thought about is what if I took I have a container here of washi. So I could use, oh, like even this might be kind of pretty. This has a pinked edging to it. It's an older one. I think it's from last year from Tim Holtz, but they probably still make it. So it's got this like pinked edge, which I could put where the holes will be punched, just to give it a little bit of sprucing up here. I should probably put this straight so that I know it is also straight. Okay, here it goes. There's that. Great. This. Go on like that. No, it's too close. You need to be back a little further. Less. I do like it though. All right, I'm gonna put my head in here for a second while I get this on. I think maybe like that. All right, what would you look like? Let's fold it back. Okay. I think I might do this, just like this. So we've got the cute little washi here. I'm gonna adhere down Miss Witch. And then use my, I don't know, I need to name this tape thing. Some kind of name for not liking it. Let's pull out Worthless here. And I don't understand. I used to get Tombow all the time when I first started crafting. I do not remember it being this obnoxious. But it must have been because I looked for other options. But yeah, my gosh. Okay, so there's the witch. I think this I'm gonna staple. I think I do want to stick that star up there. We have all sorts of colors on, and I think because a lot of times like screens tend to have a pinkish glow to them, like a blue pink. There's some pink tones already in this page. So that works. All right, there's that. And then tiny attacher. Okay, and there is story number 14. For the journaling I just wrote there, I said on Saturday this weekend, I hosted my monthly Zoom event for Patreon. We had a lot of fun talking about all of the crafty things per the usual. These times spent with friends in the crafty community have become some of my most favorite. Oh, favorite this year. Got it. So enjoy the connection made and the friendships forged this year. So that is that. All right, so what I'm going to do is set this to the side and we'll pull out story number, what is now going to be story number 15. I still need to keep this though. So story 15 is inspired by some of the pages that Leilani has been putting in her October daily this year. So I am one of her patrons for Patreon, but she also shares her layouts or her completed projects on YouTube. So if you're not a part of her Patreon, but you want to check out some of the pages that she's made so far this year, she's got a flip through, I believe, of the first half of her October daily is available on YouTube, and she's Leilani Scraps. So one of the techniques that she's been using a couple of times this year that I super love is taking a picture and cutting something out. So for this one, what she would do on hers is she would cut out like Izzy, except for maybe right here. And then that part of the picture could fold down and she'll have journaling behind it. So I love that idea. But this, what I wanted to do is marry the cutout flip down idea with my design prompt for the story today, which is tags. So what I'm actually going to do is cut this photo into tag shapes, and the tag shapes will fold down or out. So it will be a tag collage, but in a slightly different way. This could turn out super cool, or it could turn out kind of strange. We're gonna find out, and I will guinea pig it for you, which is fine. I love trying out new things, and I would say, getting my papers back away and getting them off my table, I would say that 95% of the time, the wacky ideas turn out. So why not just go for it? Worst case, if it doesn't work, it's still going to go in the album. It might not be a favorite page, but it tells a story, right? Tells a story. I was watching also, if you're looking for additional October daily inspiration, if you're doing a project like this one, or you're just looking for ideas for how to document different events that happen throughout the day for a holiday, which translates very well to December daily. I've been really enjoying Teresa Moxley's project this year too. So she is, I think her YouTube is now Teresa Moxley. I'm pretty sure she changed the name of it. Years ago, it used to be Larkin Designs, but I'm pretty sure she changed it to Teresa Moxley. So she's been doing her October daily. She shared like maybe a third or a half of her project from last year because she started it and then never finished it. I think she did like 3 layouts and then never finished it. So in September, she was working on last year's project, and then starting in October she started her October project. So I've been watching hers a lot lately, and it's been I've really enjoyed her videos. I don't remember why I was talking about that. Oh, I know why. She did a layout recently where actually I'm gonna clear some of this off, where she tried out an idea from Allie. I can't remember if it was a December daily layout that she was changing into an October daily layout, or if it was just like a regular everyday, story kit kind of layout. But essentially it was like concentric hearts that she stitched down the middle and then they folded so you could see different parts of the story, different photos. So Teresa was working on that, and she's like, you know, that she had, I don't know, like 6 different issues as she was working through it. And she's like, you know, it's just going in my album. It's going to be fine. And now there's this big story about what a pain in the butt this layout was to put together. But also, you know, it's done and a story told. And it made me laugh because that's so true. Okay, so what I've got here, how to begin explaining this one. So the first thing I did is inside of Photoshop, I picked my main photo, which is going to be this one. The story here is during my Zoom event on the weekend, the kids, so Erin was working on house stuff and the kids were left to their own devices. They saw a couple of boxes that were now empty because we have been unboxing literally everything and donating anything we don't want or use. So we have a ton of boxes just out and open and ready for Goodwill stuff to go into them. So Izzy saw these boxes and asked if she could have 2 of them because she wanted to turn them into a costume. And Erin's like, yeah, go for it. So she and Jonah each got a box and they went in the basement for hours and made themselves dragons out of the boxes. So she like cut out dragon wings and glued them on. She drew hands on the flaps down here. So like the hands and claws of the dragon. Faces on the front. She's got horns and then the spikes down the side here. And then I think I have a picture of the back too. Yeah, here's the back where she added this tail down the back. So she made herself a dragon costume and then helped Jonah make one for him too. And then we went outside and they ran around and did like, I don't know, dragon noises and had a good time. And I took pictures. So that's what all of these are from, are just pictures of being outside playing with their dragon costumes that they made. Oops, there we go. So I picked one that had a lot of space on it because I want to cut this into tag shapes. Once I had my photo picked and edited and cropped to the size it's going to be printed at, I then grabbed some tag die cuts from random kits. I actually think I used the Halloween kit from Allie Edwards because it had a bunch of tags, but you can use any tags and so many kits have them. So just tags. And I added them onto the page so that it would have a grid view. So I'll show you this and you'll kind of see what it would look like on the computer. So I had like a tag here, 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 and here because I actually want to cut these out so that they flip and reveal stuff underneath them. Once I had the tags on there, I made those their own separate layer and then made them into a cut file. So I can easily add this on top of my photo and use it as a template to cut the tag shapes. And then underneath the tag shapes, I've got photos to go on the flip side. And then I've got journaling, which I also used the same template as the cut file so I could add my journaling where my journaling is going to go. So when the tag shape flips down, there'll be journaling and like for this one, a photo underneath, right? And then it will fold back up and that will go inside. So we're gonna see how this works. I have to decide if and how I want to add any kind of like tab to pull them. I don't know. We're experimenting here. But this idea originated from Leilani, from her October daily this year. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna lay this on top. I've still got my craft knife and I'm going to trim along the edges and the top part of every tag, but I am not going to cut the bottom. I'm going to leave the bottom as it is. So, here we go. Wish me luck. I totally could have made this a cut file and printed it or like cut it off on my Silhouette, you know, added the photo onto Silhouette and just did it that way, but that's not what I did. So here we are. So I'm going to cut this with a knife, and it will be fine. Okay. This layout idea mostly came from just the question, me questioning myself of how can I do a tag layout or a tag collage, but have it be different than tag collages I've done in the past. Because I like tag collages a lot and I've done them a lot. So I just wanted something out of the norm. Okay, so let's see if I got all the parts. Okay, so all right, so I think that goes all the way down. Uh-oh, here, Jojo. Okay. Come on. Okay. It's me not wanting to cut too much of this photo. Okay, there we go. Okay. So that would be the first one. So I will score that, I think, a little bit later. After I cut all of these, we'll score them, and then that will make them able to flip out. Yeah. Okay, so there's one. Now let's do the next one. I positioned this one to try to get her entire body in it. It looks like I missed, part of her hand, but that's okay. It still has most of Izzy in it. Okay, so next we'll do this one up here. Okay, there's two. And then we just have the two at the bottom. start with the bigger one. Let me try that. Okay. These corners. Keep thinking I have them. Right. Okay, there's 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then last one. And then this one will be hole punched on this side over here. Okay. All right, so that should cover it. Yes. Okay, so we've got all the tags cut. Now for the fun part. I think what I want to do next is see if I can score where the bottom of those tags are to make them a little bit easier to bend. So I've got my scoring board and my handy dandy, whatever this is called, bone folder. And I just need to, I wonder if I can. Like if I just go from there to there on that one. this right? Right enough. Right enough. Okay, so all right, so there's that one. Okay. Then I need this one down here. Okay. All right, there's two. And then this one is on the side. Where are you at? Make sure it's straight on there. Okay, we're good, I think. Good enough. Okay. Come here, you. All right. Okay. I think I'm going to fold that part up maybe as much as I can. All right. Flatten that back down. And then one more. I think I probably could have made these slightly smaller. Which might have made the folding part easier because there would have been more of a gap between them, but you know. Definitely not doing, well, I'm not going to redo it. I think it's good. Good enough. All right, so last one here. All right, good enough. Now, so that gives me my tags that flip made out of the photo. So next what I'm going to do is adhere down the photo to the journaling. That way it's positioned where I want it to go. And that will, I think, make it also easier to fold everything down. So I think for this, I'm going to go with my Tombow glue just to give it a really good stick. You could totally do something like this with paper too, so not photos, but just have it be like a fun paper that you don't want to cover up. Okay. Moment of truth. Okay, so I'm gonna push my journaling down on top of the photo. Oops. Okay. Okay, so another thing I want to do here, because this started to split, I'm going to see if I can get the two pieces to go back together. Okay, I think that will actually help. Okay, on that one, and then also on this one too. And that's what I mean about, I think that I put them too close together because it started to split the photo paper. Okay. Okay, so there's that. Oh no. Oh, hey you guys, sorry. I probably lost a bunch of you. What was that? But you hear the sound, so yeah, I think it was just saying that my battery was dying. Because I didn't plug the phone in because my iPad was dying earlier. Tech issues. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I adhered down the photo to the journaling here, right? So it's adhered down. It's all cut out. It's all adhered. It's really fuzzy right now. The screen does. Okay, tell me if it's fuzzy for you. Actually, it just cleared up. It looks better now. Okay, so this part is done. I'm going to hole punch it on this side. Now, next what I want to do is add the photos that go on the underside. So I'm going to trim off this part here. So this is what makes the tag shape. And then I want to see if I adhere you totally the way you are. Oh yeah, that'll be totally fine. Okay, so I guess we'll be brave and do roller tape. Okay, so here is the first. So I'm going to start by placing them together at the top. And that goes on here first. Come on. Here we go. Okay, so there's one. So then when this flips down, we have the photo, an extra photo in the journaling. And that goes back up. So then this one. Goes up here. Ugh. Okay. All right, a little wonky there, but that's all right. And that goes in, okay. And then next, I think what I might do is just trim like just a little bit off the top of that. Okay. Oh no, what are you stuck to here? Okay. This one goes to the bottom. Ugh. Why are we not lining up? There we go. Okay. All right, and then I got one more. Which is this one right here. So, corners. Okay. All right, and then this one goes here. Okay. Okay, so then I've got the big picture with these like flip ups that have journaling, more pictures, more pictures, more pictures, journaling. Okay, so now last thing I want to do is add on a title. So my title for this, I want to have say, always be yourself unless you can be a dragon. And what I'm thinking I'm going to do, I grab all of my alpha stickers, is just use a variety of alpha stickers to create the title in kind of a whimsical, wonky sort of look, is what I want to go for. So, trying not to put it too much on these, like where they are cut. So we're going to say, I think dragon would be fun out of these gold ones. Okay, this I can say the word be. I could probably do maybe I want to do black first. I think I will. So always is A-L-W-Y-S. Okay, so W and A are in the middle. So I wonder if I should do, actually I can do this one. I should do it this way, like the pros. I usually just like guess. Okay. Okay, so we can see like how wide this word is. Oh yeah, fine there. Okay, so I'm just gonna go for it. All okay. Okay, always be I want to do dragon with those. Always be yourself. Probably do that for like, unless, okay, always be yourself. Maybe we'll do these red ones since she's wearing red. So there's going to be 4. Well, that was lucky. That came off. Okay. Okay, always be your self. Okay. No, you just kind of like ripped. Yep. Here we go. Okay, so always be yourself. And then do this one to say unless, which might still be too big. Do I have anything smaller than that? don't think so. I think that's as small as they go. Small as they go. So unless last year I went through a bunch of my alphas and just threw as many as I could away, or gave them away. Like I just totally destashed. Okay, I could split it and say unless. I think I will. Hi, cat. Unless. So the full quote would really be, always be yourself, unless you can be a dragon, then be a dragon. But I think that's going to be too much on here. So I'm just going to have it say, always be yourself, unless you can be a dragon. And I think that still gets the whole point across, or, you know, the whole concept of the title. I think it still works. So that's what we're going to go with. Unless you can be, so, oh, I've got yellow. That could be fun. So unless you can, what do I want to do for can? I think this green is too much. I kind of like this blue, plus it's small too. Unless you can be, I could do like the dark blue. I've also got teal. Don't really want to do browns. That's not going to show up. She does have a bit of green on her, so maybe I could do, where was that one that I was like, maybe not that. Thinking maybe green. Or pink. I could do pink. Actually, maybe I'll do this. So we'll go, you can be a dragon. We'll go with that. Always be yourself, unless, I'm still almost thinking that super lime green. I might just do it. You can be a dragon. Sure. Do I have a Y, an O, and U? Yes. Yes, yes. Yes, I do. So, okay. The quote, you know what? I actually don't know where it's from. I think I just looked up, like, I knew I wanted to do a layout about a dragon, about them being dragons. So I just Googled dragon quotes. And it's interchangeable with a lot of things. So, like, sometimes you'll see the quote, like, always be yourself, unless you can be, you know, a witch, then be a witch. Or unless you can be a dragon, then be a dragon. Or unless, you know, you can interchange it with whatever your story is about. But I saw it on like some artwork for a baby's room. Oh, we're not gonna be able to see that at all. Okay. We're not doing yellow because we can't see yellow with the yellow leaves. No. Okay, so that is a no. Okay, so maybe, so what do I need? I need a U. Less U. Can I do this one maybe? Do I have everything? Y, O, and, well, yeah, U. Would you show up? Let's find out. We can see. Oh yeah, we'll do this one. Anyway, so yeah, I just Googled it. A lot of times I do that when I'm looking for titles that I'm like, okay, I know this story is going to be about, I don't know, coffee. So how about some coffee quotes? What's out there? What could I potentially use? Unless you can, just suppose I'll do the A first. This is a fun way to use up a bunch of different alphas too, especially alpha stickers, because I certainly don't use them very often at all. So it's always a good excuse to get some of this stuff out. Most of the time, if given the option, I will stamp titles instead of using the alpha stickers. Okay, unless you can be, oh, that did not. And then these are going to go down here. And then, yes, for the tweezers, they are, some people love them, some people really don't. I love them because I feel like I can't see where I'm placing things when I'm using my fingers. Like I can't judge where I'm putting it. Whereas when I have tweezers, I have a very good visual, which is why I like them. But I know that there are mixed feelings on tweezers, but they do allow me to be very precise. Okay, unless you can be and for the finishing glitter touch, I never even used these last year from December Daily. Here we go. So this is going to be dragon. Unless you can be a, can I get an R? Yes, I think I can get an R and an A, and then it will spill over into the next cutout tag. Hi, Judy. Good to see you here. Hope you had a good day at work. DRA. Oh, I probably can't get these back up, can I? Definitely not. Okay, DR. You know what I'm gonna do? Is just like, I'm just gonna clip some of that off so they fit in here better. There we go, DRA. I don't want it to go on that crease. Look at that, we did it. Is there an exclamation point? Heck yeah, there is. All right. Always be yourself unless you can be a dragon. Now, let's put this back away. And I need to add a number. And then this page is done. How fun. I will worry about putting all this back where it goes in order later. Now we'll just throw it on the floor. Okay, so number, what is this? 15, because I switched them. So let me get my numbers. And then if I don't like any of these, I also have my number stickers somewhere. Oh, over here on the floor on this side of me. Okay, so we can either do stickers or something out of here. What do we got for 15? Not a lot. We've got that. We've got this, which is too big. Too big. I don't really want to do chipboard. Don't really want to do that. Or that. Okay, so other options. I'm thinking, what if I kind of like the shape of that, but that says December 15. So what if we grabbed just some paper? I don't want to do that. Maybe just grab my stack of paper from over here. Pick something out. So I can do no. Maybe. No. I have nothing dragony, I already know that. It's just what else? Ooh. No. I like it, but it's too busy. No. I also don't dislike that totally. I think that's too busy. No. All right. None of that. Maybe those. So I think I just want, I don't want the, because the title is floating on the page, I don't really want the number floating. I want that to look a little bit more grounded. So I also have, what is this? Maybe you'll be the right one. Maybe that. Do I have, these are too small. Too small. Anything in here that's got like a circle. Maybe that. Okay, let's try that too. So we'll do that first. If I don't like it, then we'll do the paper. Stay. So, thinking that this circle here, which just says like Hocus Pocus, So Spooky, Boo, Trick or Treat. This is Halloween. This was from Coco Daisy from last year, I believe. So, nope, this way. I think I'm going to stamp this in black. I should have a piece of blank cardstock around here somewhere. Not you. I mean, you are technically this, which I think is actually, this is actually photo paper, but it's just a scrap of it. So I'll use that. It's the white matte photo paper. I don't want the, this middle part. Are you just not stuck down very well on here? What's going on? Okay, let's try that again. Okay, there we go. Now let's use a circle punch. We'll punch that out. You're probably like, what, 1.5 inches? No, you're bigger than that. Are you 2 inches? You're less than 2 inches, but bigger than 1.5 inches. Gotta love that. By which I mean I do not love that. I need a 1.75 circle punch. Because I feel like that's a pretty common size. But I don't have that because I don't like so much space. So what if I just like hand cut? This is gonna look super wonky, probably. Oh yeah. Yep, hate it. Okay, so not that. Now, attempt number 2 is going to be pattern paper. Let's try this one. I like this one. Also hoarded it for, I don't know, years. Okay, then I'm going to cut this in half. And it's cute, but it blends. So let's do the stripe. That won't blend as much. And we'll cut that in half. I think this way. That is better. And numbers. Okay, so let's go with, should I do red? To pull in the red, it gives me 3 spots for it. Doing it. So 15. First story 15. And look at that. We are halfway through October daily. I mean, we're more than halfway through October, but halfway through this project. That's crazy. 15. I think that looks good. So that is what we're going to do. This was like too much red and too small, was why I didn't want to do this one. If it was a little bit bigger, then that would have worked for me. Okay. Okay, 15. So I don't think I'm going to put anything on the flips. You know, I don't know if that's worth it. So I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. And if people don't realize that there's flips there, then, you know, that's fine. It'll be okay. So story 15, so always be yourself unless you can be a dragon. So for this one, this is a bit of a longer story because I had just more to say about it. Definitely, it's a bit better. Okay, so I said, all week long, Aaron and I have been hard at work on the house. He had to take a full week off, totally unplugged. We scheduled that to be the second week of October, figuring that I would also have a lesser schedule and could be available to help with the house projects. We've been in our house now for over a year, and while we've been able to accomplish a lot, we still have a very lengthy list of projects we would like to get finished up. We started with the garage. Aaron has been parking in the driveway for the past year because we haven't had a chance to clean up the garage, install storage, and get rid of our stuff since we moved. Winter is just around the corner, so that was at the top of the priority list. After a full day of pitching, building, and cleaning, the garage was cleaned out and Aaron parked inside for the first time. We were both super excited about it. After working on a whole host of other projects this week, and due to a forgotten garbage day on our part, the garbage is back to messy again. As soon as we sell our old desk and get the garbage out to the curb this week, this space will be back to done again. One of the best perks, having the recycling bin next to the door, going inside, and having the foyer furniture finally set up. On Saturday this weekend, I hosted my monthly craft Zoom event for Patreon while Aaron continued working on house stuff. The kids were left to their own devices, and boy, did they get creative. After asking Aaron if they could use 2 of the empty moving boxes, Izzy and Jonah spent hours in the basement creating their own cardboard dragon costumes. Izzy added spikes to the top and back of the box, tails, and used the hand holes to look out of. And then Aaron and I were both seriously impressed, and the kids were super proud of their work. I suggested going outside and running around in their dragon costumes, playing a game of chase. They were totally down for the fun. I loved capturing the 2 of them playing and laughing together in their DIY outfits. I love that they spent their day being creative. It makes me proud. So that is my story told in a funky way. So, so that's going to be it for today. So I've got the layout here, and so that's number 15, and then here is number 14, and those will go side by side in the book on this side. I've got, we'll see, we're still building in layouts here. So we'll see how much we can get in this one. I think we're almost to the point of needing to bind this first one and move into the second, but there we are. I hope that you all enjoyed seeing these crazy pages come together. It was definitely fun to put them together with you hanging out here and all that jazz. Tomorrow, I'm going to be working on the next 3, so 16, 17, and 18. I need to pull one of these for today, for day 18. So we'll get that done. So today's story, which I don't know what that's going to be yet, we'll see, is going to be using a cut file. So we'll use a cut file. Most likely I will back it before tomorrow because that takes a lot of time to back those files. So we'll do that, I think, tomorrow. And that'll be that. So tomorrow I'll see you back here, same time as today, 1 o'clock Eastern time. We'll work through those layouts and then we will call it a day. Hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday. See you all later. Bye, friends.